rest of Ukraine. 7 people were killed in this morning's strikes in Lviv. 11 were wounded. Meantime, Russian forces continue bearing down on the southern city of Mariupol. Hundreds of thousands have fled and many have died. ABC's James Longman has more from the Ukrainian city of Dnipro.
I spoke to a family today, Alexander and his wife Anya, and their daughter Maria, 9 years old. Maria, named for the city, Mariupol, city of Maria. And just the idea of living in that place, bombs landing all around, going out to try to find water, to try to find food. And he said to me, not knowing if I'd get back and I'd find my family dead or I would be killed while I was out looking for something to eat. I mean, just a completely terrifying situation.
Russia claims to have taken that city. 3 mass shootings over the holiday weekend. That is the sound from a house party in Pittsburgh. A shooting there left 2 17-year-olds dead. Another shooting took place at a shopping mall in South Carolina's capital. ABC's Andrew Dimbert with details.
Chaos erupting in Columbia, South Carolina. Police believe an ongoing fight between multiple people led to the gunfire. A judge has already granted bond to the only person arrested in that shooting so far. Jawayne Price's lawyer saying it was unprovoked by him. He called the police, turned himself in, turned over the firearm that was used. That is why he got a $25,000 bond.
There's a separate shooting at a nightclub about 50 miles from Columbia in South Carolina that also left at least a dozen people hurt. 1 man arrested there. Philadelphia is bringing back the indoor mask mandate because of a rise in COVID infections. 31 states have reported an increase in cases, hospitalizations so far remaining low. If you're one of the millions of Americans who waited until the last minute to file your taxes, guess what? Time's up. This is ABC News.
Stress. It never seems to end when you owe money to the IRS. What about the years of unfiled tax returns? Have you tried another tax service and gotten nowhere? Then you need Tax Alliance. Why? Years of being A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau with no consumer complaints sets them apart. Call 800-987-1097. That's 800-987-1097. Don't wait until the IRS attacks your wages, bank account, your home or pension, and even your Social Security check. Tax Alliance specializes in IRS tax relief programs, including the Fresh Start Initiative, which can finally free yourself from IRS debt. Their tax professionals can file returns, fight the IRS to substantially lower your IRS debt, or possibly even have it forgiven. If you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes, have unfiled tax returns, or have a payment plan and are still frustrated, call 800-987-1097. That's 800-987-1097.
Tax Alliance, your tax resolution solution.
For the first time under the Biden administration, the government today is to resume the sale of leases to drill for oil and gas on federal lands. Officials say the price is going up. The royalty will be boosted by 50%. Finally free, a cargo ship that has been stuck in the Chesapeake Bay for weeks.
The Chesapeake Bay has had a long-term guest, a 1,095-foot container ship, the Ever Forward. It got stuck in the mud last month and sat there for 5 weeks until Sunday morning when it was finally freed. One factor that helped
was a higher than normal high tide, which would have helped float her a little bit.
That's Captain John Martino with the Annapolis School of Seamanship. The Baltimore Sun said crews worked to unload containers to make the ship lighter, and the 2 barges and 5 tugboats finally got the ship out of the mud. Its hull will now be inspected. Brian Clark, ABC News.
About 8,000 nurses and healthcare workers in the Sacramento area are planning to go on strike today. The walkout, a protest over staffing levels and pandemic-related protocols. And 3 gold medals have been stolen from a Paralympian in Texas, but they've been found. They all belong to sled hockey goalie Jen Lee and were in a backpack in his car. Surveillance video caught a man breaking into the car over the weekend and making off with the pack. Police in San Antonio say it's been found. No word on if they made an arrest, though. This is ABC News.
What's all the buzz about nasal irrigation and navage? Here's the science. Airborne germs invade through your nose. When your nose gets clogged, it's less effective and germs multiply. Eventually, your immune system can get overwhelmed and you get sick. Navage pulls out the bad stuff so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. At Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, Bed Bath, and Walmart. Or go to Navage.com for a free gift with purchase. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
It's the time of year to come to NC Tractor for the selection of Massey Ferguson tractors and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. NC Tractor gives fantastic customer service, the best discounts possible, and it's a locally owned business. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue is helping to make outdoor work more enjoyable. Should you have something that you can be proud of for a long time? Massey Ferguson and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Come look them over. 299 Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton. That phone number is 288-0395. And Phil Sheehan wants to thank all who came out on Saturday morning for the big Customer Appreciation Day. My, what a time we had from 8 o'clock until 12 o'clock Saturday morning. Good hot dogs, good fellowship, a lot of deals, and people greeting each other. And it's a good time to be out and about with Phil Sheehan and NC Tractor down Railroad Avenue. Thanks for all of you who came by. It was good to see you. It's 7:05.
We're going to see temperatures today in the mid-40s and the mid-50s. We are likely to see showers light to moderate throughout the first half of the day. By the time we head into the evening commute, we will be dry. Overnight, temperatures will fall into the low to mid-40s with highs tomorrow and sunshine in the upper 50s and the mid-60s. Tomorrow, still going to be a breezy one. Winds this time will be moving in out of the northwest. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood if you enjoy rain. It's currently raining and it's 49 degrees here in the foothills. 49 degrees rain. We started raining in mid-morning sometime, or early morning sometime. And will be raining with us pretty much probably most of the morning. This afternoon it should clear out of here because tonight we're looking at mostly clear skies, lows around 41 and wind gusting to about 13 miles per hour. So a wet Monday morning, but we have been there and done that and we will do it again. April showers are running rampant right now. Now I have these death announcements. Joanne Pitts Smart, age 83, of Dobbinsville Road, Ellenboro, died Thursday, April 14th at Prisma Health in Greenville. The funeral service will be conducted at 2 o'clock today at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel with Reverend Shane Atkins and Reverend Ricky Petit officiating. Burial will follow at Rutherford County Memorial Cemetery. Family will receive friends 1 hour prior to service time at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral Home, serving the family of Joanne Pitts Smart. Gary Roberts, age 73, of Lake Lure, passed away April 17th at his home on Grassy Knob Road. The graveside service will be held Tuesday, April 19th at 2 o'clock at the home, 1105 Grassy Knob Road, Mill Spring, North Carolina. And Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Gary Roberts. Russell Cotton Downey, age 77, of Rutherfordton, passed away Friday, April 15th at Hospice of the Carolina Foothills in Forest City. The funeral service will be conducted at 2 o'clock Tuesday, April 19th at the Missionary Wesleyan Church with Reverend Jason Madison and Reverend Jerry Roop officiating. Burial will follow at Eternal Hills Memorial Park. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to service time at the church. Harrelson Funeral Home and Cremation Service is serving the family of Russell Cotton Downey. C. Kenton Weatherman, age 88, of Rutherfordton, died Saturday, April 16th at Hospice House of the Carolina Foothills. The family will receive friends from 2 until 3 o'clock Wednesday, April 20th at Shingle Hollow Congregational Holiness Church. The funeral service will be at 3 o'clock Wednesday at Shingle Hollow Congregational Holiness Church, and burial will be at the church cemetery. Mike Mahan's Funeral Home and Cremation Service in charge of the arrangements for C. Kenton Weatherman. Mary Lee Callahan Curtis, age 91, died Sunday at Fairhaven of Bostic, where she was a resident. The family is planning a funeral service for Mary Lee, and arrangements will be announced in the coming days by the Paget and King Mortuary for Mary Lee Callahan Curtis. Those are the death announcements we have in-house this morning. For the complete information on these and others as they become available to us, be sure to tune in this morning at 11:35 and then again at 5:10 as part of the afternoon report, the complete information on the deaths that we have in our community rendered to us from the respective funeral homes. Braves had a bad day yesterday. The Padres beat them 2-1. Now they're way out on the line, way out of West Coast tonight. We will not be carrying that game. First pitch is 10-10, so we'll wait until they get back home a little closer to have that game. Now stand by Bill O'Reilly Morning Update is coming up next.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, AMAC is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization. AMAC gives you access to exclusive benefits, insightful news, and a magazine full of uncensored content. They are pushing back against efforts to defund the police, weaken the borders, and corrupt our youth. But they need your help. Please stand with AMAC at amac.us. That's amac.us. On this Monday, it is all over for President Biden, in my humble opinion. With inflation running around 10%, costing working Americans and the poor an average of $6,000 extra from when Trump was president, Mr. Biden has failed as president. Would you argue with that? Now, during Donald Trump's last year in office, inflation was averaging about 1%. Now, as I said, it's close to 10%. President Biden ignited inflation in two ways: massive federal spending and printing paper money, the dollar, to cover it, trillions. And then Biden attacked the energy industry. We all know that. He did it in the name of global warming. So harvesting of fuel was cut back drastically. And that caused the price of oil worldwide to rise, and that caused the price of gas at the pump to rise. And that lit inflation, as all other goods went up in price as well, because they are trucked to the stores and businesses. That is all on President Biden. He didn't have to print the money. He didn't have to attack the fossil fuel industry. And so his administration is now doomed to failure. They will not come back. Now this. If you are stuck in a timeshare, please call my friends at Lone Star Transfer. They guarantee to get you out with a specified time frame given to you in writing. They have helped thousands of unhappy timeshare owners over the past decade. Family owned, their process is done legally, ethically, and quickly. So please call for a no obligation consultation. 855-551-7066 or visit LoneStarTransfer.com. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
Stay in touch with your tax dollars. Listen to the Commish Report and the School Board Report each month live here on WCAB. The reports are heard the following morning after the meetings. WCAB, keeping you informed as well as entertained.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Someone has said when legend becomes bigger than reality, then the legend becomes reality. In the case of one young girl who went to work for Buffalo Bill Cody on April 17, 1885, her name became synonymous with the Old West. However, she had never been out west, and she sure wasn't a cowgirl. She was born Phoebe Ann Moses into a poor family of 7 children in Ohio. At the age of 8, with her father's rifle propped on the porch banister, she shot a squirrel through the head. It frightened Phoebe Ann's mother so that she wasn't able to touch the rifle for several months. But soon, she was responsible for keeping meat on her family's table. As a teenager, Phoebe Ann earned money by supplying game to a general store. The store manager shipped the surplus game to a hotel. When the hotel owner discovered it was a young girl providing the meat, he set up a match between Phoebe Ann and a traveling exhibition sharpshooter named Frank Butler. The 15-year-old Phoebe Ann, wearing a sunbonnet and pink gingham dress, outshot Frank Butler. Frank was so impressed with this elegant young woman that he later convinced her to marry him. Frank and partner Billy Graham were the show until one day when Graham was ill. Frank asked his wife to stand in. On that day, Annie Oakley was born. Annie Oakley and her husband performed by themselves until they happened to be playing in New Orleans when Buffalo Bill Cody's Wild West Show was also performing. The result, as we shall see the next time we're together, changed all their lives.
You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Jesse James Railroad Express has added 2 new sandwiches to their menu. Try the all-new crispy chicken sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise, or the crispy deluxe with lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, bacon, and cheese. Enjoy a refreshing milkshake or a hand-dipped ice cream cone. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Closed Wednesday and Sunday. Jesse James Railroad Express, 531 Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Call 828-447-4644. Mondays only, hot dog with mustard, chili, and onions for only $1.24 each. All aboard the Jesse James Railroad Express.
Congratulations to Jesse James Railroad Express, voted 2021 Best of Rutherford County hot dogs and hamburgers 5 years in a row.
16 minutes after 7, let's head to the phones now to find out more about what's been happening over the weekend. And we stop first at the Sheriff's Department, and Deputy Weathers is on the phone with us to give us that update. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Doing good, thank you. Tell us what's been going on over the weekend.
For the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 248 calls for service. The jail has processed 22 arrests. There's currently 179 incarcerated in the detention facility. On our incident reports, we have Catherine Swink of Mooresboro reported a misdemeanor larceny. She had a Ford tractor stolen. We have a James Henderson of Mooresboro reported a break-in and larceny. Someone broke into his building and stole 2 cans of sockets, it looks like. We had a Gretchen Bunn reporting a larceny of a motor vehicle. That vehicle was recovered. We have Ronald Carpenter of Forest City reporting a break-in and larceny. He had a drop cord stolen of a building that was broken into, I believe. Joshua Higgins of Rutherford reported B&E and larceny. His storage unit was broken into, and a surround sound system was stolen out of that. On our arrest reports, we have a Christopher Todd Green of Rutherford was arrested for maintaining a dwelling place, possession with intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver a Schedule II controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia. He received a $5,000 secured bond. Kelly Smith of Rutherford was arrested for simple possession of Schedule II controlled substance. She received a $5,000 secured bond. Brian Hall of Mooresboro was arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. He received a $2,500 cash bond. Jennifer Cole of Mooresboro was arrested for possession of methamphetamine, possession of Scheduled IV controlled substance, and possession of Scheduled II controlled substance. She received a $7,500 secured bond. We have a Brandon Williams of Mooresboro arrested for misdemeanor probation violation. Received a $5,000 secured bond. Danny Hubbard of Ellenboro was arrested for child support. Received a $600 secured bond. We have a Rodney Owens of Mooresboro was arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor and battery of unborn child. He received a $1,000 secured bond. And Curtis Thrift of Ellenboro was arrested for injury to personal property and assault with a deadly weapon. He received a written promise to appear on that charge. And Manly Blackburn of Forest City was arrested for assault on a child under 12 and received a $2,000 secured bond. That's all we have for you.
Deborah Weathers, thank you for that report, and you be safe out there today.
Thank you.
And we'll move to 911 Communications Center and get a report from there for the weekend in just a moment.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Andrew Tisdale, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we focus what's important to you. We create a personalized strategy backed by our advice, our tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we partner together to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me at any time at 828-287-9197. We'll sit down, talk, and we're going to make a strategy that's right for you.
Amanda is up next from the Communications Center on this Monday morning. Amanda, good morning.
Good morning.
You love rain, Amanda?
No, I do not.
I think a lot of folks will share those same feelings. What's on the report today?
Well, in the past 48 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications Center has processed 792 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 81 for the emergency medical services, 248 calls to the Sheriff's Office, 86 for Forest City, 12 for Lake Lure, 68 for Rutherford, and 50 for Spindale. Ballstic Fire Department had a motor vehicle crash and a vehicle fire. Forest City had a fire alarm and a structure fire, and Hudlow had a motor vehicle crash, and that is all.
Thanks so much. You enjoy your day.
You too.
Bye.
Jim, have you seen Henson Building Materials' newly remodeled showroom? It's gorgeous.
You mean where they have a full line of hardware and building materials for homeowners and home builders?
I mean where Jamie, Terry, and Tony, their friendly staff, treat me like family. Oh, they're so nice.
Hey, are they taking COVID precautions and have curbside service?
Of course. They're so thoughtful.
I do need some materials, but I don't think they'll fit in our car.
Oh, silly. They have professional delivery so we can get whatever I want.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street in Forest City.
Building starts here.
Let's head over toward the Danieltown SDO Fire District and talk with Ruby Taylor this morning and see what kind of news she has for us today. Good morning, Ruby.
Good morning.
What kind of news you have for us today?
I don't have any, Jim.
No news today.
Nobody won't tell me nothing.
Really?
So it's just raining. So it's a Monday. So do your work on Monday and go on and do about your business.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
On my birthday calendar, I don't have any fire calls. On my birthday calendar, I got Kenny Cole and Mickey White having birthdays. And the signs are in the thighs today and going to the knees tomorrow. No, in the thighs today and tomorrow. I'm about to get a day ahead of myself, and that's all I got.
All right, Ruby, thank you. You have a good day.
You too, and bye-bye.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there. Well, it's one thing to wonder about your health and one thing to wonder about how you're going to take care of it. Are you going to be able to get in to see your doctor? Are you going to have to wait a long time? You have a lot of paperwork to fill out. Is the insurance going to cover it? Well, let me introduce you to folks that you don't have any of those worries. That's Brock Family Care, a direct primary care practice that takes care of the patient and not the insurance company. Providing flat rate pricing and not accepting any forms of health insurance allows for more personalized and affordable health care. Contact Brock Family Care and learn more about it. You can go to their website at brockfamilycare.com, brockfamilycare.com. You understand that they give the patient the time and the attention they need. What are your medical needs? Bring them over to Brock Family Care and see the difference. And Brock also offers telehealth appointments. The professional staff are dedicated and will take the time to find out how they can help you. And you don't have the hassle of all the paperwork of insurance claims that may or may not cover it. Brock Family Care. BrockFamilyCare.com. Check it out. It's Gary Wilson now reporting from Fairfield Mountains Fire District. Gary, how you doing this morning?
Doing good, Jim. How you doing?
Doing a little soaky right now, but I'm doing okay.
How was your Easter?
It was good. Had a good one. How about you?
Yeah, it was a quiet one. Most of my family had to work this weekend, but we had a good quiet Easter. So
certainly was a beautiful one.
It was a pretty one. Pretty well yesterday, about 75 degrees, and couldn't beat the weather. Had a lot of people out on the roads, look like. No trouble I heard of, no calls or anything. Hadn't had any rain-related calls so far this morning, so I hope we keep it that way. Had a good steady rain all night, so that'll help let everything down good and get them gardens growing out, early gardens. But other than that, we're good to go up here this morning, Jim.
All right, I'm glad things were nice and quiet over the holiday, and I hope you have a great Monday.
All right, you too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. One of the stops you want to tell your friends and neighbors about when they come to visit is Washburn General Store. If you got guests coming in anytime and want something to do, just out of curiosity, variety, and hospitality, go by Washburn General Store. They're in the Washburn community. You'll find a lot of things there, including pots and pans, and hammers and screws, and nails, and hats, and cold drinks, and candies, and all kinds of things, napkins. And what I like to tell you about is those gift baskets. If you got a special occasion like a birthday or anniversary coming up, they'll do a gift basket for you that's really outstanding. Any size you want, anything you'd like to put in it, talk to them about it at Washburn General Store. Between Boston and Sunshine, they're in the heart of the Washburn community. You'll find them eager and willing and able to help you. Here's DeVern now reporting to us from wet Bostic, North Carolina. Good morning, DeVern.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm well. How you doing?
I'm good. Did you have a good Easter?
I had a wonderful Easter. I sure did. How about you?
I did too. Very good one. Yes, we have a wet morning over here in Bostic this morning. The fire department had several calls. They responded to a motor vehicle accident, a medical call, and a fire, car fire. They have a meeting tonight. If you're interested in joining or want to come out and see what's going on, come on out. Everybody had a real good Easter over here in Bostic. I think they enjoyed it. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day on this wet day.
You enjoy your Monday, too, and stay dry if you can. If you're going out, you need to take your umbrella with you.
I sure will.
I'll see you now.
Okay, bye.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
Hudlow Fire District is our next stop, and that's where Bob Hodge is today. Bob, how you doing?
We're doing just fine on this rainy Monday morning.
Bob, you didn't eat too much yesterday, did you?
No, I didn't eat too much there, but I had plenty to eat there.
Yeah.
We started off breakfast at church and then dinner later on to the house for the kids, so we had to eat about off and on all day yesterday there.
Yeah.
So
You'll have to run up and down the highway today to run some of that off, Bob.
yeah, well, yeah, I guess we will, but I tell you what, we had a nice day for it, didn't we?
Wasn't that beautiful? I tell you, we couldn't have asked for a more beautiful day for Easter than that one.
That's right. It sure was there. That rain held off, but we've had that rain off and on all night, so but looked like it might clear out later on today there. So
yeah, the afternoon should be clear.
Yeah. Well, Jim, up here for fire department, it's been pretty quiet over the weekend. We answered one gas leak call and then a vehicle accident call on Whiteside and Pea Ridge Road. Other than that, things are running along good so far up here this morning, and that's about it. And you just stay dry over there now.
All right, Bob, thank you. You too, and enjoy your Monday, and we'll talk again on Tuesday morning.
All right.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Let's see what Sue Price is doing this morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Jim. I'm doing good. Hope you are.
I'm doing well. You up and at 'em happy this morning?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Had a good Easter, I'm assuming?
We did. We had a real good Easter.
Good.
Got a lot of rain last night, and it's still raining this morning, too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll clear off after a while. Well, let's see. I have on my church calendar nothing, and no birthdays on my personal calendar, so. On Fairview, they've got a birthday for Cole Gurley, so hope Cole's going to have a good day. First Prod has a birthday for Jonathan Hunt and Matthew Battle, so hope those guys will have a good day. And in my announcements, the Golden Valley Community Club will not be meeting tonight. Their meeting will be on the 25th. At 7 p.m., so keep that in mind. And we will be having a fundraiser for the Golden Valley Community Clubhouse, and that'll be on the 30th. Be hamburgers and hot dogs from 11 to 2. And I think it's donations only, so hope we'll have a good turnout for that and get making a lot of improvements to the community club. It's looking good, and always needed some more of those, so we're going to do a fundraiser. And so far, Jim, that's the only news I have this morning. It's quiet and calm over here looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one.
Thank you, Sue. I hope you do too, and I'll check back in with you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Our friends at C.F. Reese & Son Supply Company are inviting you and your friends to the open house and still demo days Friday and Saturday, April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd. There will be free hot dogs, door prizes, and demonstrations of some of the great lines of steel products. It will be fun days, informative days, and delicious hot dog days. Make your plans to attend this big open house at 831 North Main Street, Rutherford. You know about their rich history in the county. Now learn more about their being selected to be the Still Outdoor Equipment Headquarters, Friday, April 22nd from 10 to 3 and Saturday, April 23rd, 10 until 2. That's C.F. Reese & Son Supply Company. They've got it going on.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Friends of the NRA event is coming up here real soon on Tuesday, May 10th at the Tryon Equestrian Center, and they're in International Boulevard, Mill Spring. It's going to be 5:30. Thermal Belt Friends of the NRA inviting you, if you'd like to know more about it or get a ticket or be a sponsor, see Del Ramsey. Talk with Del Ramsey about this, and he can set you right up. There's still room for you and your friends at the Friends of the NRA event big dinner and supper, Tuesday, May 10th. So put that on your calendar and make plans to be there. Now we're heading up toward Shingle Hollow. And Tina White, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. Good morning from Shingle Hollow.
Good morning and happy day after Easter.
Yes, I had a wonderful Resurrection Day and a wonderful weekend. It was just, we got to spend time with family, so I'm very happy for that. And today is a great day for a duck.
Yes, it is at that, for sure.
Well, it's 49 degrees up here, and the fire department was all quiet over the weekend. I have birthdays today for Jerry Boone and my Uncle James McCurry. So if you know either one of these fellas, tell them happy birthday. And this coming Saturday, the 23rd, White House Community Clubhouse is having their country buffet breakfast. $7 for adults, $5 for children. 5 and under eat free. And like I said, it's a buffet. It's all you can eat, and they have anything you could want. And it's really good. So just plan on coming up there this Saturday. And that's all I have right now. So we've got the Easter weekend over with and all those wonderful things, and so we're just waiting. I'm waiting to hear more.
What'd you have for Easter lunch?
Well, I went to Mom's, and she had a roast and rice and potatoes and carrots and slaw and homemade biscuits, and she had cake, but I did not eat cake.
Did you not?
Did good with that. I didn't. Did good.
That's good discipline.
And then last night but I ate way too much of the other. That's why I didn't eat cake. I was too full to eat. And then we had steak and a salad and baked potatoes last night here at the house with my mother and father-in-law.
Wow. Good day for you.
We ate outside. It was just a wonderful, wonderful day.
I can handle many more days like yesterday's weather.
Yes, I hope we do have some more. But we got these April showers to bring May flowers, so we got to enjoy the showers as well.
That's exactly right. Listen, you have a wonderful day, and thanks for the report, and I will see you tomorrow.
Okay, Jim.
Thanks.
Have a blessed day, everybody, and stay safe.
Thanks, Tina. Bye-bye.
Hey, folks, Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, Supply is an amazing store. I can say that because they have what you need. From pet supplies to fire and ant killer to horse-quality Timothy alfalfa hay, $14 per bale. Attention carp fishermen, they have C&J flavoring, only $8 per bottle. And they have oats for sale. Refill your propane tanks at the lowest price. Fully stocked with all your deer supplies and a great selection of farm implements. Need mulch? $12 per scoop. We could call it a superstore. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, Supply, 188 Whiteside Road in Rutherfordton.
Union Mills reporter is coming up next at 7:37. Brenda Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Jim Bishop. How are you on this magnificent wet Monday morning after Easter?
I'm full and I'm wet.
Where did you leave your umbrella?
Well, it was here.
Mine always stays in the trunk of the car, and by the time you get out and get it, you're wet.
Yeah, it's never a good time to have one, I tell you.
No.
If it's in the car, you got to get to the car. If it's in the house, and you got to unload it. By the time you pull it down to get in the car, you're wet again. So
yeah.
I don't know if it's worth it or not.
No. Well, did Faye get your ham cooked for Easter dinner?
She sure did. We had a big dinner. We had most all the family in except Karen and Julian and the boys. They went up to New Jersey to see his mother for Easter.
Yeah.
So they were not there, but everybody else was, and my grandbaby came to see me.
Oh, ain't that sweet?
Yeah. We had a good time. The weather was perfect, and we had a good meal and good time outside, and it was a good day to be with family.
Yeah. Well, we done ours Saturday evening because we were so busy with our breakfast at church yesterday, and then church and everything, and some of them had to work, so we done ours Saturday evening, but that was all right, wasn't it?
Anytime you need a good meal's fine.
That's right. So me and my daughter, we cooked everything, and everybody come and eat. I had to hide eggs for the little ones, and they enjoyed that.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we just had a big time. And so everybody's going to be dieting this week after all that eating.
Boy, I sure need to.
Me too. We had a good turnout for our sunrise service. I was just tickled to death. When I first started to that church, I can't remember 4 or 5 years ago, they didn't do sunrise service because they got discouraged with people coming to the sunrise service and then not staying, But everybody, those that didn't stay went home, but they did come back for the preaching service.
Did you have breakfast after the sunrise?
Oh, yeah, we had sausage and bacon and grits and scrambled eggs and biscuits and gravy and jelly and coffee and orange juice. We had a good breakfast.
Did Dick eat a whole lot?
Now, I don't know if I saw, I don't remember where Dick was sitting, but he was there and he ate. So everybody had plenty. I made the gravy, and Larry Walker, hats off to Larry Walker. He done most of the cooking, bless his heart. He's a precious person. We're lucky to have him. Well, let's see. I've got 48 degrees on the front porch this morning. I don't have any birthdays or any anniversaries. I don't have but one announcement. Saturday, April the 30th at the Union Mills Learning Center, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Springtime at the Mills vendor event. Over 60 vendors will be on site with various crafts and items. No admission and raffle tickets available for sale. And so far, that's all I got going on. Did you ever hear what happened with that wreck? I forget if it was Thursday or Friday morning when we first come on the air out there on Hudlow, 64 in Hudlow.
Where they had traffic blocked for a period of time?
Yeah,
Never did hear about the injuries, how severe they were, but I don't think it was a fatality.
Well, that's good with that if it wasn't a fatality, yeah. Okay, then I guess you better go check on Luther Sweet Thing Gilligan in Ellenburn and see if he got plenty to eat over the weekend.
You have a wonderful day.
Okay, catch you later.
Bye.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush. Brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
All right, is this Luther Gilligan speaking?
Hey, talking.
Oh, you okay?
I'm doing great. Sit here waiting on the sun to come up.
Well, be patient.
Well, I have nowhere to go. No hurry. So I have all day. But if it doesn't come up, we'll stay and watch it rain.
There you go. That's a good attitude.
Hey, we have a good day one way or the other. But it's quiet this morning. Not a whole lot happening. Everybody's just trying to get back to work. Another week started then. Enjoyed a good weekend. Had a right nice weekend. Fairly warm, wasn't cold, didn't get any rain. Got a few drops yesterday evening late, but not much. And it was after dark before we got started here. Let's see, fire department, they had a quiet weekend. For the most part, they had one medical call Saturday, they had one medical call Sunday. Other than that, they were quiet with them. Didn't get the trucks dirty. They didn't have to go out and rain last night. So everything's going good with them, so. Jim, you have a great day up there. We'll see what happens today. Tell you about it tomorrow.
You have a great day, Luther. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.
All right, take care now.
Bye. Well, it's time for birthdays and anniversaries for this 18th day of April. Monday, 18th of April. Call your birthdays in to us and let us celebrate with you and wish you a happy birthday. Birthdays and anniversaries can be called in at 287-3356. That's 287-3356. Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Look for all the new design 2021 F-150 at Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City. Well, Granny B, Granny B's closed on Mondays for breakfast and all day, as a matter of fact. But you can get over there tomorrow morning for a really good, it's almost like a home-cooked breakfast. They got eggs and sausage and bacon and toast. And they got toast, French toast. They can fix your eggs any way you want them, or they do an omelet for you. Why don't you try breakfast tomorrow morning at Granny B's in Spindale? You'll be satisfied with what you get. Good service, good food.
Happy birthday.
Let's wish Wish happy birthday wishes out to Kevin and Sandy White. It's their anniversary. It's their 30th anniversary. They live in Rutherfordton. Kevin and Sandy White, happy anniversary. Sheila Murray turns 50 today, so happy birthday, Sheila. James McCurry over in Sunshine's having a birthday as well. Other birthdays across the country. 1946, Haley Mills was born. She's an actress. 1947, James Woods was born. 1953, Rick Moranis. All these folks are actors or actresses. 1963, Conan O'Brien was born. Events on this day: 1775, Paul Revere rides and exclaims, "The British are coming! The British are coming!" 1924, the first crossword puzzle book was published. And this is National Animal Crackers Day, National Lineman Appreciation Day. So now you're up to date on this date in history right here on WCAB. Keys to Confident Living coming up here in just a moment. I promise it will be on today. And at the top of the hour, we'll check on some jobs, and we'll have a good time the next hour as well. So hang around, lock it in. 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB.
Being a dad is not always easy, but it is extremely important. Crawford Lawrence wrote an article entitled 10 Ways to Be a Better Father. The following are those 10 tips with my own brief commentary. 1. Love your wife. One of the greatest things a father can do for his children is to love their mother. 2. Be a man of integrity. Consistency in appropriate behavior in both private and public is extremely important. 3. Let your children know they are important to you. Time spent and interest shown in their endeavors speaks more than words. 4. Give them a sense of self-worth. A dad's words of praise and affirmation are remembered long after the event. 5. Communicate as a family. Children need the security of a united home. 6. Understand your purpose. Prepare your child to live for time and eternity. 7. Be vulnerable. It won't change your position of leadership to admit when you've made a mistake. Your children probably already know it. 8. Use discipline to develop character, not to get rid of your anger. A child grows through loving discipline. A father who loves his children will correct them. 9. Let children experience the consequences for their own choices. Cause and effect are valuable lessons for them to learn. And 10. Show tenderness. Expressions of affection are vital. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living.
Stay in touch with your tax dollars. Listen to the Commish Report and the School Board.
500 Ukrainian fighters are still dug in at a steel plant, a sprawling complex with underground tunnels. They are refusing to give up. ABC's James Longman is in Ukraine with more.
In many ways, this fight has been all about Mariupol. If Russia does manage to take it, that gives them a foothold, which means they can threaten Ukraine with invasion for years to come. What Ukrainians do say, though, is that they need help for this next phase of this war. Russia has the ability to move into the east. The fight there is going to be easier for them than it was perhaps to take Kyiv, and that's why they're asking for so much more help now.
Mounting concern about nuclear weapons in another part of the world as well.
North Korea claims that it has tested a new kind of missile in its arsenal. What Pyongyang claims is a tactical guided missile designed to, quote, enhance the efficiency of operation of tactical nukes.
ABC's Terry Moran in Washington. This is tax day, and if you've waited until today to file, got a lot of company.
Procrastinators are helping to fuel what the IRS is calling its most challenging year ever. The agency started accepting and processing 2021 tax returns 17 days earlier than last tax season, but about 2% fewer people had filed by April 1st. The staffing at the IRS stands about where it did in 1970, but don't assume that you won't be contacted for filing a problem return or not filing at all.
That's ABC's Jim Ryan. Today is also the running of the Boston Marathon. Matt Reed with our TV affiliate WCBB is at the finish line.
The pandemic caused the marathon to be canceled 2 years ago and rescheduled to the fall last year. COVID case numbers are still rising again in Boston, but those numbers are relatively low. Masks will not be required except in medical tents.
Masks are required indoors in Philadelphia today. They have reimposed the mandate amid rising infections. You're listening to ABC News.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Investigations are now underway in New Jersey after at least 105 cases of brain tumors are all found in people who spent time at the same high school in the town of Woodbridge. Same of the cases go back decades. ABC's Zachary Quiche has the story, as former students say.
I want answers. I want to know that there is something or there is nothing there.
Al Lupiano wondered if there was a possible connection after he, his wife, and his sister Angela, all former students, were diagnosed with brain tumors. Al's tumor was discovered 20 years ago. His wife and sister received their diagnosis last August. Angela died this year.
The grounds at Colonia High School are now being tested for contamination. A deadly mystery in the waters around Chicago.
3 bodies recovered within hours of each other from waters around Chicago. One was an 80-year-old woman found around noon Sunday, unresponsive in the water in the city's Bridgeport neighborhood. Earlier in the morning, the Chicago Police Marine Unit recovered a man's body from Lake Michigan on the near south side, and another woman's body found later Sunday morning in the waters off North Riverside Plaza in the city's West Loop area. Detectives are conducting separate death investigations and have not said whether the scenes are connected. Derek Dennis, ABC News.
The FDA now looking into Lucky Charms. There have been more than 100 complaints that the cereal is making people sick. Its maker, General Mills, says it can't find any cause. This is ABC News.
What's all the buzz about nasal irrigation and Navage? Here's the science. Airborne germs invade through your nose. When your nose gets clogged, it's less effective and germs multiply. Eventually, your immune system can get overwhelmed and you get sick. Navage pulls out the bad stuff so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. At Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, Bed Bath, and Walmart. Or go to Navage.com for a free gift with purchase. Navage, Navage.
Sherry Preston, ABC News.
It's going to be rainy, cool, and gusty out there. We are tracking this area of low pressure to track across our region. It's going to bring the rain, especially for the first half of the day. High temperatures will head into the mid-40s and the mid-50s, so it's going to be below normal for this time of the year. By tonight, we'll be dry, and temperatures are going to fall into the low to mid-40s. Looking at highs in the upper 50s and mid-60s tomorrow, it's going to be breezy and sunny out there. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
And we're getting rain here in the foothills, raining, and it's right at 48 degrees. We should warm back up to 58, and the rain should stop maybe noonish or maybe a little sooner, a little after that, but it's going to be after that. It's going to be a nice day out there, mostly clear. So we'll see what happens after a while, but we're sure getting plenty of rain. Let's check in now with Anita and find out where some job opportunities are. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. How are you doing? I didn't have the right button pushed. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. How about you?
I am doing great, thank you.
Well, this morning, of course, don't let the rain stop you from getting out and coming out. We got a general labor up in Rutherford. That's $11 to $15 an hour. No experience, no education required. We have an occupational therapist out in Far City. That is $54,900 to $112 a year. That does require a bachelor's degree. A spot welder out in Far City. That is beginning pay rate is $14.50 an hour. That requires a high school diploma and 6 months experience. We have a material handler out in Far City also. That starting pay as well is $14.50. High school diploma and 2 years experience. A warehouse clerk in Far City. $15.50 an hour is the beginning pay. It's high school diploma and 2 years. A caregiver, that's weekly pay, it says, that is in Tryon. That is anywhere from $17,000 to $29,800 a year. That does require a CNA licensure in 6 months. We have a senior financial analyst over operations in Rutherford. That requires a bachelor's degree and 4 years experience, and the pay is dependent on experience. We have a processing assistant 3 out in Spindale. That beginning pay is $26,400 a year. High school diploma and 1 year experience. A direct care provider in the Tryon-Columbus area. That pay is anywhere from $9 to $14 an hour. That's a high school diploma. A CDL truck driver out in Rutherford. That pay is dependent on experience. They would like you to have a year's experience, though. A Head Start teacher in Mill Springs. That is $13.50 to $18 an hour. That does require an associate's degree and 2 years experience. We have another CDL driver in Rutherford. That pay is beginning at $18 an hour. No education, but they would like you to have a year experience. We have a housekeeping, custodian, laundry worker in Rutherford. That is $9 to $10 an hour. That requires a high school diploma. Tomorrow at ICC in the Business Science Building, that is, we have a hiring event, and that is from 1 until 5. And also at 2, we have a workshop, a virtual workshop that we can send you a link to, giving you interviewing tips to help you ace that job interview, get that job listed. We also have next Tuesday, I wanted to go ahead and tell it ahead of time so we can at least tell it twice, is out at St. Luke's. We have in the Ortho Hall from 4:30 to 6:30. They're hiring a wide range of employees. Just come on out to either one of those hiring events. Send us a link, call us about the link for the interview and tips, and for any of these other jobs that we've called out. But we also have more. That's just the new hot jobs for this past week. But for any of those, you can give us a call at 828-286-3042, or just come by and see us here on 223 Charlotte Road in Rutherford.
Well, I know you had a good Easter.
I did.
Good. Time to celebrate. Beautiful day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a beautiful day.
Well, listen, you work hard this week. I appreciate the information today. We'll check back in with you next week.
Thank you, dear.
See you, Bill. Bye-bye. And that's Anita there reporting from the job link over there in Rutherford. A lot of job opportunities out there for you. I'll be back in just a few moments.
Hi, my name's Jake Johnson, and I'm running for North Carolina House District 113. If elected to represent you in the legislature, I will continue fighting for the lives of the unborn, defending our Second Amendment rights, cutting taxes and regulation, securing our elections, and standing up for veterans and law enforcement. Remember to vote Jake Johnson for North Carolina House in this year's Republican primary. Thank you and God bless. Paid for by the committee to elect Jake Johnson.
Well, Friends of the NRA event is coming up Tuesday, May the 10th at the Tryon Equestrian Center, 25 International Boulevard, Mill Spring at 5:30 in the evening. And Tumbler Belt Friends of NRA would like for you to be a part of that. If you'd like to have a ticket to go as a member, just a non-member, or just eat and have fun with the auctions and all the good things they do. It starts at 5:30, and tickets are available. Sponsorships are available. Just call Dale Ramsey at 828-429-0392. That's Dale Ramsey at 828-429-0392 for the Friends of the NRA banquet coming up. Or it's not a banquet, really. It's just a big event, Tuesday, May 10th at the International Equestrian Center. Now let's go over here to one of my favorite places and talk with Wayne. Wayne, on a rainy Monday, what's good for lunch?
Man, I'll tell you, anything would be good to brighten your spirit up today. I was talking to Todd just a minute. I mean, it's like it's either raining or the wind's blowing 25 miles an hour or both. It's like we live in Seattle, Washington now. I've never seen anything like this. But, hey, today at lunch, they say it's going to let up here hopefully around lunchtime, which is good for me. But,
I think so, yeah.
We'll see how it goes. But we've been running on Monday, we've been running a chicken fried steak. Of course, I think anything that is deep fried is usually pretty good, but it's a beef patty that's breaded, and then we fry it up, and then you can put some white gravy on it. Really good with cream potatoes, green beans or corn. Of course, you always got fried okra. But that's our biggest thing today is the chicken fried steak.
What's for dessert today?
Today we're going to do that white cloud dessert. It's that diabetic dessert, and that throws a lot of people off. And I try to tell people, look, just because it's a diabetic dessert doesn't mean it doesn't taste good. It's made with angel food cake, the fat-free, sugar-free Cool Whip. We put pineapple, and then we take a fat-free vanilla pudding and mix it all together, and you put it in layers. And it's a really good, refreshing dessert. So don't let the diabetic part of it fool you, because it's a real winner when it comes to just a good, it's sort of refreshing, especially today. You need something refreshing. But if you like pineapple and you like angel food cake, you can't go wrong with that. So it's a good one to try out.
Man, that sounds enticing for any meal.
Well, it's good. I mean, it's just it's not the original recipe because, of course, it was made with pound cake, which, anything with pound cake's good. But it's definitely, if I didn't tell you it was a diabetic dessert, I don't think you would know it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good thing there.
Yeah. Well, it's on a rainy Monday like this, folks can rush in, get their meal, rush out with it, or eat there under your shelter. There's plenty of room there.
Yeah, you got the shelter there. I mean, granted it is raining, but again, I hope it clears off a little bit. But we do have the little shed there for you can get under. But you can call it in and rush in and get it, and we'll have it ready for you. So that's one thing you can do if you call it ahead, which we have a lot of people every day that do. So you can always call it ahead and check it out and go from there. And we're getting close to our big anniversary thing. I wanted to throw that out real quick. May 13th on Friday, we'll be open all day that day. So mark that on your calendars. It'll be our 3rd year anniversary. Of course, you guys are going to be live there in the morning and in the evening.
Yes.
But May 13th, we're going to be giving away something every 15 minutes that we're open. We'll have a big grand prize at the end. Of course, we'll have good food and music all day long. So that's going to be a good thing to come. Remember, it's on May 13th from 11 till 8. We'll be running all day that day. So good day. Hopefully we'll have some good weather. Come out, enjoy yourself, and might win something. You're going to get some good food either way. So.
All right. I'm looking forward to that. And listen,
that's going to be a good one.
Before I let you go, we always have new people coming to the area, new people in the area listening, picking up on the program. I want to let folks know, in addition to the luncheon specials, you also do hamburgers too, don't you?
Oh, yeah. That's really how we started. When I owned the cafeteria over there at the mall, everybody got associated with me with meats and vegetables, and that's something I've always done. But, we pride ourselves in our hamburgers. I feel like we got as good a hamburger as anybody. It's an 8-ounce patty that we use. It's never frozen. Same meat we use for our hamburger steaks, which are 10 ounces. We got all beef hot dogs. Coming up before long, we'll start our homemade corn dogs back up. We usually don't do them during the wintertime, but during the summertime, we run those. And, of course, we've got, our salads, and we make our own chicken salad that you can get, as a plate. And then coming up, too, once it gets a little warmer, we'll actually do a cold plate where you can choose chicken salad or tuna salad. And then we'll have like pasta salad, fruit salad, potato salad, or coleslaw. That'll be coming up a little later once it gets probably after our anniversary. We'll start it up because it's good for the summertime. But people love our salads. We got big salads. And then we run a sandwich of the day every day today, especially like today. It's a grilled chicken Philly, just like your regular Phillies that we use chicken. And a lot of people, love to get it on Monday. So it's a good day to come out. Even though it does look weary outside right now, hopefully I think God knows at 11 o'clock we open, so maybe he'll give us a little shed of the light there today.
Well, you sort of know how to brighten people's attitude up, Wayne, so I appreciate you.
Well, I hope everybody comes out and, it's Monday. We start the week off, and we'll get it on for the rest of the week. So everybody come out and have some lunch and just have a good time.
I'll see you, Wayne. Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Wayne Rollins there with Wayne's Lunchbox there in Spindale. Great job he's doing over there, and we want you to go by and patronize. Local folks we love to sponsor, love to have on. 60 minutes after 8 o'clock.
At Smith Drugs of Forest City, we are continue to offer the COVID-19 rapid testing and the COVID-19 vaccinations. Please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591 with any questions or concerns that you may have. You may also visit our website at smithsdrugsfc.com and schedule your COVID rapid-19 test or your vaccination. Again, if you have any questions, please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591.
Smith Drugs of Forest City is offering the flu vaccines. You can walk in Monday through Friday or by appointment only on Saturdays. The Dream Station and System 1 CPAP customers, if you need assistance registering your recall devices, you can call the Home Medical Department at 245-4591. And Smith Drugs has a large selection of in-stock mastectomy bras, now half price. So come by our Home Equipment Department on West Main Street in Forest City. Smith Drugs, 245-4591.
The Sheriff's Report coming up in a few moments with Deputy Weathers. He reported to us this morning. We'll have that in just a few moments. A couple of items from the news from here and there. Activity has been picking up over the last few weeks at the Rutherford County Board of Elections office in Spindale as the deadline to register to vote draws closer. 1 week remains. A week remains for citizens to register to vote in the upcoming primary election. Friday, April 22nd, is the statewide registration deadline. So that's this week. Friday the 22nd is the deadline. However, if a citizen misses this deadline, they may register and vote at the same time at an early voting site during the early voting period. If they miss the April 22nd deadline, they will not, however, be able to vote on the May 7th primary election date. While numbers can change daily as of the end of the day on Thursday, Rutherford County has a total of 48,875 registered voters. There are 19,442 Republicans, 11,159 Democrats, and 244 Libertarians. However, the second largest voting group, and it appears to be growing, is those who are registered unaffiliated with 15,030. Now, those numbers probably changed over the weekend. Should be another report about today with those numbers even different. Many of those now coming into the election office are not newcomers. Instead, it is people already registered who want to change their registration status, according to Elections Director Dawn Lovelace. More and more people are switching to unaffiliated or to the Republican Party, she said. In Rutherford County, political offices are dominated by Republicans. All of the competitive local races in the primary are among Republicans. Registered Republicans must vote with the Republican ballot. Those who are registered unaffiliated may choose which ballot to use, the Republican or Democrat ballot. Officials say the fact that there are no local races on the Democrat ballot may be compelling more citizens to register as unaffiliated. Lovely said, I think more people are learning about how the primary process works. The number of people registering unaffiliated is growing statewide also and is now the largest voting group. Democrats also outnumber the Republicans statewide. By the end of the day, Thursday, statewide, there were 2,524,112 citizens registered unaffiliated. There were 2,500 2,375 Democrats and 2,199,189 Republicans. Sample ballots may be seen on the local Board of Election website through RutherfordCountyNC.gov, along with other information. Citizens are welcome to call the office with specific questions they may have concerning voting or registration, according to Dawn Lovelace's article drawn from the Daily Courier. Another quick story. Kathy Reed and her husband, Albert Pete Reed, were visiting Forest City on Thursday and lost a prized possession that they hope they will be able to recover. They live in Shelby, and while they were in Rutherford County, the couple visited several area businesses, including Burke's, Staples, McDonald's, and the Veterans Office. Kathy usually walks with her cane. The cane has great sentimental value to her, as it was hand-carved by Pete in memory of their beloved dog. The top, where the hand grips the cane, is the shape of a dachshund. The cane is blonde in color and is 27 to 30 inches long. Kathy and Pete are originally from New England, but now live in the South for about 20 years. We love animals, and they have always had rescue dogs. Saucy Doggy brought a lot of love into our lives, Kathy said. So if anyone who has information on the lost cane, if you see something that resembles it, please contact Kathy via email at saucydoggy@yahoo.com.
This is Dwayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates. We know that due to COVID, many people don't want to come in the office. If you need to discuss your insurance needs or just make a payment, you can come through the drive-thru, telephone us, or drop in. We want to see you, but it doesn't have to be across from a desk. Insurance Service Associates, now located at 245 East Main Street in Forest City.
Bosses, get your secretary or administrative assistant named to us. Nominate them for the secretary of the day, of the week, and we will make arrangements to pull that selected person and take them out to lunch on Friday, and plus give them a lot of other prizes and flowers. So get that name to us either through our fax machine at 287-7182. You can email it directly to me, Jim Bishop, at nctv.com, or drop it by here at 191 Whiteside Road, Rutherford, or drop it in the mail at Post Office Box 511. Our friends at C.F. Reese & Son Supply Company are inviting you and your friends to the open house and still demo days Friday and Saturday, April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd. There will be free hot dogs, door prizes, and demonstrations of some of the great lines of steel products. It will be fun days, informative days, and delicious hot dog days. Make your plans to attend this big open house at 831 North Main Street, Rutherford. You know about their rich history in the county. Now learn more about their being selected to be the Steel Outdoor Equipment Headquarters. Friday, April 22nd from 10 to 3 and Saturday, April 23rd, 10 until 2. That's C.F. Reese & Son Supply Company. They've got it going on. Imagine quality primary care health and urgent care services for you without the hassles. It is available to you and your family from Brock Family Care. Family medicine the way it ought to be. No insurance to deal with. General primary medical care, chronic disease prevention and management, urgent care, medication management, and so much more. Brock Family Care is a membership-based model where patients pay their primary care provider directly through monthly or annual fees rather than paying through an insurance provider. Not accepting any forms of health insurance cuts out the hassles and allows for more personalized and affordable health care. It may be time to move into this kind of plan for you and your family or your business. Call today and get more information. Here is the number. Write it down. 828-382-7282. This is the way health care should be. Call 828-382-7282. Brock Family Care, 289 Shallow Road, Forest City. Now, Deputy Weathers was with us earlier, gave us a report from the Sheriff's Department, and here it is again.
For the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 248 calls for service. The jail has processed 22 arrests. There's currently 179 incarcerated in the detention facility. On our incident reports, we have Catherine Swink of Mooresboro reported the misdemeanor larceny. She had a Ford tractor stolen. We have a James Henderson of Mooresboro reported a break-in and larceny. Someone broke into his building and stole 2 cans of sockets, it looks like. We had a Gretchen Bunn reporting a larceny of a motor vehicle. That vehicle was recovered. We have Ronald Carpenter of Forest City reporting breaking and larceny. He had a drop cord stolen of a building that was broken into, I believe. Joshua Higgins of Rutherford reported B&E and larceny. His storage unit was broken into, and a surround sound system was stolen out of that. On our arrest reports, we have a Christopher Todd Green of Rutherford was arrested for maintaining a dwelling place, possession with intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver Schedule II controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia. He received a $5,000 secured bond. Kelly Smith of Rutherford was arrested for simple possession of Schedule II controlled substance. She received a $5,000 secured bond. Brian Hall of Mooresboro was arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. He received a $2,500 cash bond. Jennifer Cole of Mooresboro was arrested for possession of methamphetamine, possession of Scheduled IV controlled substance, and possession of Schedule II controlled substance. She received a $7,500 secured bond. We have a Brandon Williams of Mooresboro arrested for misdemeanor probation violation. Received a $5,000. Danny Hubbard of Ellenboro was arrested for child support. Received a $600 secured bond. We have a Rodney Owens of Mooresboro was arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor and battery of unborn child. He received a $1,000 secured bond. And Curtis Thrift of Ellenboro was arrested for injury to personal property and assault with a deadly weapon. He received a written promise to appear on that charge. And Manly Blackburn of Forest City was arrested for assault when a child under 12 and received a $2,000 secured bond. That's all we have for you.
High in points with the Rangers at 104 atop the Metro Division. Carolina taking the tiebreaker in first place by virtue of one more win in regulation than New York. This is NCN Sports.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Do you believe that something great can be even better? We do. By adding sweetened peaches to creamy peach ice cream, Bluebell has raised the bar on flavor. Try a half-gallon or pint of Peachy Peach today. You'll be better for it.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Major League Baseball celebrated the 75th anniversary of the day Jackie Robinson broke the sports color barrier yesterday, becoming the first black player in the majors. Major Garrett with more.
Robinson went on to become one of the most revered athletes of all time. Every Major League player is wearing his number 42 today in Dodger blue. And a stretch of New York City's 42nd Street was temporarily renamed in Robinson's honor.
In New York, the Mets unveiled a statue commemorating the biggest player in their team's history, Tom Seaver. Steve Obermeyer was there.
The long-awaited Tom Seaver statue was unveiled. It depicts Tom Terrific in his iconic pitching motion, complete with the knee dragging in the dirt. He's got his hand on his knee in that drop-and-drive motion that really became his trademark.
Tony Rixby, NCN Sports.
It's going to be rainy, cool, and gusty out there. We are tracking this area of low pressure to track across our region. It's going to bring the rain, especially for the first half of the day. High temperatures will head into the mid-40s and the mid-50s, so it's going to be below normal for this time of the year. By tonight, we'll be dry, and temperatures are going to fall into the low to mid-40s. Looking at highs in the upper 50s and mid-60s tomorrow, it's going to be breezy and sunny out there. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
The temperatures dropped a little bit since we started this morning. It was at 51, dropped to 48. Now it's 46. That should be as low as it'll be going this morning. But, of course, it'll warm up later on today. Get back up to 58 degrees for the daytime high. And the rain should stop noonish or thereabouts. And then clear tonight with lows around 41. Again, right now it's 46 degrees. And you're listening to WCAB Rutherford, serving the foothills of the Carolinas.